We begin tonight with what police are calling the biggest cocaine seizure in Indiana history. Hundreds of pounds found in Whiteland.
Our Jenny Runovich now shares the discovery, the investigation, and why this crime is actually costing the town money.
Right off I-65. At the Pilot Travel Center in Whiteland, a semi-truck break-in led to a dangerous discovery.
I can't find any other seizure that's larger than this.
350 pounds of cocaine.
159 kilograms.
With a serious street value.
Approximately $16 million is what I've been told.
Whiteland's police chief says it's the largest cocaine seizure ever in Indiana. Happened 6 months ago, just before 5 p.m. on June 17th. Investigators say a truck driver came back to his rig and noticed something wasn't right.
He did an inspection around the truck before leaving, found that his trailer lock or the tag on his trailer had been cut off and a different one had been attached.
A trailer seal similar to this one. Semi-drivers know these have to be correct.
And if it's not sealed like it should be, they'll reject the load.
The trucker in June saw the problem, called his company, then called the cops.
When he opened it, found boxes that weren't his, that had not been part of the original load.
Cocaine right next to his cargo, boxed up and stuffed inside by a still unknown suspect.
Oh, wow.
$16 million.
Wow. Well, somebody didn't get a payday, then they did.
For the past 6 months, all that cocaine has been stored here in Whiteland. Now it's gone and ready to be destroyed and incinerated, which will actually cost the town money.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $2,000.
Police say even with that big cost, catching this big crime is worth it.
To get that amount of drugs off the street, the number of people that it could affect or the lives it could affect, that amount is a significant dent in what's coming through.
A dangerous shipment of drugs stopped in its tracks. In Whiteland, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
So far no arrests in the case just yet, but police say that cameras did capture a possible suspect in the case. And as always, investigators are asking anyone who might have information about this to please call the police in Whiteland.
It was a mild afternoon with a lot of central Indiana, 45 to almost 50 degrees. Right now we're as cool as 33 Kokomo, but we still have 50 on the map in Bedford. Right now in Indianapolis, it's 43, down from our high of 48. Evening forecast is dry with increasing clouds, temperatures in the 30s and 40s. You'll need the umbrella tomorrow, near 50 at noon. High temperatures tomorrow in the low 50s. The heaviest rain will fall tomorrow afternoon and evening. You can see with Future Track 13, just a few showers around for the Thursday morning drive. By lunchtime, that rain gets heavy at times. It's going to be very windy too, with wind gusts topping 40 miles per hour. What will follow the rain, a drop in temperature that could lead to a flash freeze. More on that in the full forecast.
Thank you, Angela. Tonight at 6 o'clock, federal prosecutors say it is one of the worst cases of child exploitation they have ever seen. Nearly 100 victims, all underage, in almost every state in the country.
Tonight, our Ashton Hackman shares how long that man will spend in prison, thanks in large part to a survivor right here in central Indiana.
Survivors of Austin Ryan Lawless took the stand here at the federal courthouse in Indianapolis on Wednesday. Each told the judge and Lawless himself how years of physical and sexual abuse has left permanent harm to each of them and his other 50 innocent victims.
For nearly 5 years, hidden behind fake online profiles, 31-year-old Austin Ryan Lawless sadistically tortured and exploited 84 known innocent victims. He'll spend the next 84 years locked in federal prison.
As significant and well-deserved as that sentence is, by itself, it cannot repair the damage that has been done.
Lawless coerced his victims into creating sexually explicit photos and videos, which he later sold to others online. He also trafficked at least 5 of his victims to engage in sex with adults. Prosecutors fear more victims are out there.
This case will eventually end, but our commitment to them and our willingness to help will not.
In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Tonight at 6 o'clock, IMPD is sharing new details about holding criminals responsible and solving crimes across our city. So this is what they've told us, according to the new stats. The department says its Criminal Investigations Division cleared more than 47% of criminal homicides. They also received nearly 7,000 tips by using Crime Stoppers, resulting in 150 arrests and $30,000 in rewards.
I think where we need the most help is our community. They have to continue to come forward and give us information, whether they are a victim or whether they're a witness. Either one, we need them to continue to come forward.
Adams issued this challenge to the community to submit at least 10,000 tips next year. He made sure to emphasize anyone who submits a tip through Crime Stoppers stays anonymous.
A man faces charges for allegedly murdering his father and then injuring his mother. This all went down at a home on Indy's southeast side just last week.
Tonight, court documents now reveal the disturbing details about what happened. Our Brandon Schaff talked with the family today, still processing this tragedy.
We're learning new details about what happened to John Pettigo and his wife. John found murdered in his home here on South Catherwood Avenue last week. The mother was severely injured, and the suspect who was arrested and now charged is their son. According to court documents, 54-year-old Brian Pettigo called someone on December 11th and confessed to murdering his father when that person alerted 911.
The emotional toll that this has taken on all of us is overwhelming. We have grief, we have anger, we have fear. We have a deep sense that this should never, ever have happened.
Inside the house, police found Brian's father's body wrapped in a rug on the living room floor. Brian's mother was sitting in a recliner, injured and unresponsive.
Their adult son, was ultimately apprehended thanks to the efforts of our partners with the state police, with the Department of Natural Resources Law Enforcement Division.
Brian was apprehended in Greene County and brought back to Indianapolis, where he now faces 4 felony charges. Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
Tonight, a man is facing charges for attacking a police canine, leading to an officer-involved shooting in Morgan County. Police responded to reports of a burglary earlier this month when they say Felix Juarez Antunes refused to cooperate and attacked canine officer Bullitt with a blunt object. That's when police shot the suspect. The Morgan County prosecutor ruled officers were justified in that shooting. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office says the canine is back home and recovering tonight from a fracture and 2 broken teeth.
Tonight, 6 former IU Indianapolis men's basketball players are suing the university and its board of trustees. The group is accusing the former head coach, Paul Caruso, of physically and mentally abusing them. The university filed Caruso earlier this year after just 1 season, saying that his behavior did not meet the university's values and standards regarding the treatment of student athletes. Now, according to court documents, the former players say that he routinely directed slurs at them and got physical with the players, sometimes choking and shoving them. Back in October, Caruso threatened a lawsuit against the university. He said he was fired without cause.
Still ahead on this Wednesday night, food pantries are seeing an increase in need during the holidays. We'll show you how an organization on the west side of Indy is now stepping up to that challenge. Angela?
Scott, we have heavy rain and strong winds in the Thursday forecast. How much rain as we look ahead?
Keeping the power on, we go behind the scenes of one of Duke Energy's control centers. We get a look at the technology that is helping crews answer the call.
The Martin University Alumni Association is calling for the resignation of the university's Board of Trustees chairman. Martin University has paused operations. There will be no classes in the spring. All of the employees of this university have been terminated. But this group says Martin University will not die, cannot close, and must go on. Martin University recently lost its state funding, but this group of alumni say that Martin University existed for many years without any state funding and can continue to do so with the support of its alumni and the community.